after snatching away women's education, employment, their human rights, civil rights, we see that oppression of women in Taliban regime in Afghanistan keeps on growing day by day. Now we see that it is thousands of women who face the threat of prosecution for adultery after government declared their divorces as invalid, which automatically invalidates their second marriage. Now this declaration is certainly one more nail in the coffin of women's rights in Afghanistan. While all of these divorces are now annulled by Taliban government, and they now force women to return to their abusive husbands. In what United Nations call gender-based apartheid, women are facing the worst nightmare with no right to fight domestic abuse, no right to separate from their legally married abuser. We see that under the previous government, the women were granted one-sided divorce, helping them to escape abusive and drug-addicted husbands. Some of these women have also now remarried to start a new life. But the extreme imposition of Islamic law by Taliban is making these women vulnerable to imprisonment or other types of violent punishments for crime of adultery. Over here, women in Afghanistan, the Afghani women are raising their voices and go out and say that how this is completely unacceptable. From closing down to educational institution for women to restricting their employment and even altogether banning their presence in many public places, Taliban government has turned back to all the freedom exercises, the civil rights that females enjoyed otherwise in different parts of the world.
They're telling the woman that you should go, you should return to your ex-husband, like you should who you divorced. It's not in about religion. It's not in Islam. I know it very well that they just want to violence against women.
Issues related to social and family matters should be left to those respective individuals. And they are the one who should decide for themselves. Forcing individual to keep relation or stay in a relationship which is not working or which may not work is something that is against our religious belief, that is against our social beliefs.
It's high time now that Taliban understands what it is doing to women and their existence, female and their existence on land of Afghanistan.